Hello there, thank you for joining me today. Today's sequence is all about the arms, so it's really about strengthening the arms, and we'll do a little bit of strengthening work through the legs as well. And we will use some 1 kilo hand weights. If you don't have weights, don't worry about it. If you've got 2 tin cans of tomatoes or something like that, grab those. If you don't have any of those, don't worry, you can just do it without holding anything. You'll still, really get some benefit out of this sequence. It's a little bit different from our kind of regular yoga sequence. I hope you enjoy it. So if you've got your weights or your tin tomatoes, just pop them up towards the top end of your mat so it's ready to be picked up, so on either side of the mat. And then we're going to make a start in our child's pose. So big toes together, knees a bit wider than the torso and sitting back towards the hips, sitting back towards the heels, sorry. And then walk your hands forward, and we'll just start quite active through the arms if you can, and starting to bring that forehead down towards the mat. Bring your focus to your breathing. As you inhale, imagine lengthening it through both sides of the body. As you exhale, reach that tailbone down towards the feet. Let's continue working with that internal action, trying to lengthen out through both sides of the body. So you might be able to walk your hands a little bit further forward, and then sitting the hips back down towards the feet. And then one more time, just breath. And then coming up into your tabletop position. We're going to be in a slightly longer tabletop position, so the wrists a couple of inches forward of the shoulders, knees underneath the hips. Taking an inhale, crown of the head is reaching forward. As you exhale, sit back towards the heels, let the head relax down, and then inhale to shift the weight forward into the hands, and then exhale, shift the weight back. Inhale, shift the weight forward, and exhale, shift the weight back. One more time, inhaling forward, and then exhale back. And then inhale, coming back into your tabletop. Let's hold it here. Bring the wrists underneath the shoulders now, spread into the fingers. Tucking the toes under, release the belly down, lift the eyes, inhale. As you exhale, press back into your down-facing dog, drawing the quadriceps up, chest towards the thighs, and then again, coming down to the knees very lightly. Keep the toes tucked under, lower the belly down towards the mat, lift the eyes, inhale, exhale, pressing back into your down-facing dog. And then inhale, knees slightly down, release the belly down, lift the eyes, and then exhale, down dog. And last time, knees down, inhale, arching the spine, and then exhale, down facing dog. So holding your down dog. Lift the heels up, inhale, and then exhale, heels over to the right hand side, and then inhale through center, exhale, heels to the left, inhale through center, exhale, heels to the right, inhale through center, heels to the left, and inhale, come back to center. Let's hold it here, and then start to walk the feet forward, up towards the hands, bringing the feet hip distance apart, letting yourself just hang down in your Uttanasana for a couple of breaths. You can relax those hands, knees bent as much as you need to. Back of the neck is relaxed. Bend those knees, and as we roll up, we're going to pick up our hand weights or our tin cans and take a spine roll to come all the way up. Roll those shoulders up, back and down. Feet stay parallel. And as we bend our knees, we're going to try to think about our knees tracking towards our second toe. Okay? So we're going to bring the hands down, bend the knees, try to touch the fingers to the outsides of the feet, and then reach the arms up. Take an inhale and exhale to bend. Inhale, reach. Exhale to bend. And again. So we're coming into our chair pose. We're coming down a little bit deeper. So it's quite a deep squat. And if you're not coming all the way down, that's completely fine. As you take the hands up, palms facing one another. So we're just taking that little press up. Keep the breathing nice and open. We're just going to go 3 more. 2, 1. Hold it here and then release the arms down by your side. Bend the knees and let's step this right foot back. So we're going to come into our crescent moon lunge legs where we're shifting the weight forward a little bit. So long line through the torso. Bring those arms up alongside the hips, a little bit higher if you can, palms are facing in. Roll the shoulders forward, up and down the back. We're going to take a little press up. Hold. Press up. Little press. Keep the arms shoulder distance apart, so try not to let them go out too wide. Navel in towards the spine. Notice this is a very small action. Let's go 4, 3, 2, hold it up 1. Take a small bend through the elbows and straighten. Small bend and straighten. And again. So it's a little micro bend. Elbows lifting up towards the ceiling. For 4, 3, 2. We're going to go, put it together now. So we're going to go bend, stretch, lift. Bend, stretch, lift. For 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Turn to face the side of the mat. Coming into a turned out position with the legs. So feet are slightly turned out. Reach the arms out to the side, palms facing up, extending up through the arms. Take an inhale. As you exhale, bend through the legs and draw the elbows down. Inhale to reach it up. Exhale, draw the elbows down. And inhale to reach it up. And again. So we're coming down into a deep goddess pose, or plie in barre terminology. Knees still tracking towards that second toe. 3, 2, 1. Hold it here. Turn the palms to face the ceiling now. And we're going to do a little pulse down, squeeze the elbows in. Pulse down, squeeze the elbows in. Just for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Straightening the legs. We're going to turn to the right. So we're changing our position. Arrowhead legs or crescent moon lunge legs. Straighten that back leg if you can. Shift the torso forward. Take the arms down by the sides of the body. Lifting the hands up a little bit higher than the hips if you can. Roll the shoulders forward, up and down the back. And little press up. Little press up. So that micro pause at the top, it's not a big swinging action. Small and controlled. Let's go 5, 4, 3, 2, hold it up 1. Little small bend and straighten. Bend and straighten. And again. 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's put it together. Let's go. Bend, stretch, lift. Bend, stretch, lift. Check in with your breathing. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Turning to face the side once again, coming into that turn up position. Take the arms out as if you're hugging a really big tree. Take an inhale. As you exhale, we're going to bend through the legs, bring the hands into a circle shape and stretch. Inhale, exhale. So arms are coming into our second position and then first. So bar language or ballet language. First position, second position. Just for 4, 3, 2, 1. And stretch. Release the arms down. Turn to face the top of the mat. Stepping forward into your parallel for a moment. And then let's bring the heels together into a very narrow V shape where it's our first position. Cross the weights over so you can hold them in one hand and then wrap the other hand around it. Take the arms up and drop the hands back behind the head. Gently squeezing the elbows in. Take a little bend through the legs. Find the breath. And we're going to press the arms up for 3, 2, 1. Back, 3, 2, 1. And again, up, 3, 2, 1. Release, 3, 2, 1. Keep going here. Just be mindful that the ribs aren't flaring out too much. Try to make this action full. So completely strain the arms before you bend them again. Try to keep the elbows pointing forward rather than out to the side. We're almost there now. One last round. And then let's strain those legs, release the arms down, rotate the feet to parallel and pop the weights out of the way. Nice work there. And then let's keep the feet hip distance apart. Bring the palms of the hands in front of the chest. Close down the eyes. Just take a moment just to ground. Let the breath settle. And releasing the arms down by your side. Take the hands forward and up, inhaling, and then circle the arms all the way back. Let the hips shift forward. Take the hands onto the back of the pelvis, fingers pointing up. Squeeze the elbows in. Use the thumbs to drop the tailbone down, maybe letting the head relax back. And then coming back up, inhaling. Exhale, let yourself fold forward into your Uttanasana. Letting the arms relax, letting the back of the neck be long. And then let's take the hands behind the back. Trying to press the heels, the hands together, shoulders lifting away from the thighs. Maybe starting to take those arms a little bit straighter if you can. Feeling free to keep the knees bent. If it's available, you can straighten those legs. One more full breath, maybe bringing those arms a little bit further away from the back. And then gently release them all the way down. Take an inhale into your halfway lift.
Exhale, fold. Plant the hands down, stepping back into your down facing dog. Let's take a couple of breaths in your down dog. And then coming down into your child's pose, you're going to open the knees out wide, big toes together. And then walk your elbows a little bit further forward, palms the hands together. Resting the forehead down if you can, and trying to bring those hands back behind the head. Stay in your prayer position. Just the last couple of breaths here. Yeah, and then releasing the hands down. Coming all the way forward onto your belly for a moment. And we're going to take our broken wing pose. We're going to take that right arm out to the side of that 90-degree angle. Make sure you don't pull the elbow in when we roll over to the side. Use your left hand, roll yourself over onto the right. Maybe bringing that left foot back behind you or letting it rest in front. Just rolling yourself over enough so you're feeling that sensation in that top right hand corner of the chest into the front of that right shoulder. If you don't need this left hand in front of you, you can wrap it behind you. Just easy breathing. Noticing if there's any little bits of space that open up. Gently release that left hand back and roll all the way back over onto the belly. And we're just going to go to the other side. You're taking that left arm up, turning the head to the right as you roll over onto the left side of the body. Maybe that right foot comes back behind you. Feeling free to keep the eyes closed if that's comfortable. Option to wrap this right arm behind the back. And then release that right hand if it's behind you, rolling yourself back onto your belly. Hands underneath the shoulders. Press yourself back to your child's pose. And if you can this time, keep the knees together. If that's not comfortable, just open the knees out. Forehead coming down, arms down by your side. Just allowing the shoulders to fall back down towards the mat. And the hands underneath the shoulders, coming up to a seated position. And sitting over to one side. Take the legs out long in front. Coming a little bit further down your mat. Flexing through the feet. Take the arms out to the side. Inhale. And then exhale. Coming into your forward fold. And hold the outsides of the legs, outsides of the feet. Belly coming down towards the thighs. Sternum and the crown of the head reaching forward towards the feet. Just noticing if there's any space, particularly on that exhale. Just 3 more breaths. Maybe noticing if there's some space to move in. And then taking an inhale, coming back up, making your way down onto your back. Feet as wide as the mat, just let the knees drop in together for a moment. Arms a little bit away from the body, palms facing up. Closing down the eyes. And then extending the legs out long, coming into your Shavasana. And completely surrendering the weight of the body. This breath naturally slowing down. Muscles around the face relaxed. Soft jaw, soft shoulders, and soft belly. This whole body letting go. Just allowing yourself to rest here for the next few minutes. Stay resting here for as long as you'd like to. Thank you so much for joining me for today's practice. I'll see you next time. Namaste.